guys, so just before we get into the video, I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about channel memberships as well as channel support in general. So my channel memberships are $2.99 a month, and with that you get custom emojis that you can use during live chats and whatnot. And then I also have member-only videos, which are usually a more personal look into my life. They're more blog style. And also on a sporadic basis, I do member-only giveaways. My goal, though, is to be able to do more giveaways. Not just member-only giveaways, but more giveaways in general on the channel. But I would like to reach a point where I can do at least one members only giveaway a month. As far as other channel support, there are multiple ways that you can do that, which are all in the description box below. So if you guys really enjoy my content and you guys can, maybe you could do me a favor and check out, my channel channel memberships, or check out the options for channel support in general. It is greatly appreciated. Like I said, I do have some goals where I'd like to be able to start doing more regular giveaways for you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Stitch of the Week. If you're unfamiliar with this series, what it is I am working my way through the New Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Neil Bross and Eveline Hetty Burkhart. Burkhart. And if you guys are interested in this book, I will link it in the description box below. Today we are going to be doing stitch number 16. We are still working on basic stitch variations. So for the purposes of this stitch tutorial, I'm going to be using my 5.5mm Kiwi crochet hook. If you guys are interested in this hook or something similar, I will link the Etsy shop where you can get them below as well. And then I am also just using some scrap Lilies and Cream cotton that I have left over from making some washcloths. So to work this stitch, in the book it is actually called knotted half double crochet. It's on page 6, or it's on page 15, but it is number 16 in the book. You are going to chain any amount of stitches plus 1. So I am going to start by adjusting my camera. I'm going to start by chaining a total of 11. Nine, 10, 11. We'll make it a few more. 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's a good size for a swatch. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a row of single crochet. And so we're just going to be working into the second loop from our hook. And we're just going to go down and place single crochets all the way down the row. Can y'all hear Kiwi talking? He's over there eating something. I don't know what it is, but he's pretty happy with himself. Alright, so I'm at the end of the row, and we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now, to work the knotted half double crochet, you're going to yarn over. You're going to insert your hook through this first stitch here, and you're going to draw up a loop just like you would for a normal half double crochet. Except instead of yarning over and drawing through these three loops, you're going to bring this yarn or this loop here, and you're going to bring it through those two as well. So let me show you that again. So we're going to go into this stitch, we're going to pull it up through the stitch, and then we're going to pull that same loop through these 2 stitches as well. So yarn over, into the stitch, draw up a loop. That same loop we're going to pull through those 2 loops left on our hook till we have just 1 on our loop, or on our hook. And we're going to do that all the way across. This is another one that takes some practice and some thinking for me, because I naturally want to do that regular half double crochet. So I have to stop myself and think before I, yarn over, or before I go. You guys know what I mean. Difficulties talking today. We're going to work all the way across, placing these knotted half double crochets. I'm sure that once you got into the rhythm of doing this stitch, you would have to try to consciously remember to do it a little bit differently. But I know right now, this being my first time having done this stitch, I'm having to try to consciously remember, like, it's not a regular half double. Okay, and we are at the end of our row, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet all the way across this row. And it looks like in the book you're going to do a row of knotted half double, and then you'll do a row of single crochet. But I imagine you could use this knotted half double crochet stitch however you would like, in combination with whatever stitches that you would like. I'm just following the chart that they have here. And the chart actually ends after the 3rd row, which is the 2nd row of single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and work up a swatch of the 2 alternating rows, and then I will come back on and show you guys what my swatch looks like and give you my thoughts on this stitch and maybe some ideas as to what you could use it for. So I will meet back up with you guys here shortly. Alright guys, so this is what my swatch looks like. It's got an interesting texture going on here. You can see these kind of diagonal bars, which is pretty cool. I do like that. It's got a nice texture. And then on the other side, this is what it looks like on the other side. Something I did notice while I was working this little swatch up, so my last row was a row of single crochet, and so while I was working this swatch up, I think I only did like 7 rows, something like that. I'm gonna chain 1 and turn my work and show you. So this next row for me would be a row of knotted half double, and what I noticed is when I go to do the stitch, yarning over, going into the stitch and drawing up a loop, if I then turn just slightly, I hope you guys can see that, but if I turn just slightly, it's much easier to slip my hook into these 2 loops if I rotate my work just a little bit, if that makes sense. Or maybe you could describe it as pivoting. But if I do kind of rotate my hook as well, so I'm thinking that will probably help to prevent maybe splitting. Part of the reason I don't like half double crochet is because for some reason, every time I do half double crochet, it doesn't seem to matter what type of yarn it is, I tend to make it split. But I was noticing with this stitch, you can just kind of do that, and it's just kind of rotate your hook and it just goes through right through very nicely. It did make doing this swatch much quicker. Because I wasn't having to deal with my habit of splitting yarn when I work half double crochet anything. Because for some reason, yeah, I don't know. It's something that happens to me. I don't know if other people have that problem, but that is why I absolutely hate half double crochet. But this, I could see myself using this stitch, just, you know, I don't know what I would use it for. It is a nice closed stitch with a decent amount of texture. I could maybe see myself using it to make a lightweight, maybe summer top. I'm using cotton yarn, so maybe that's why summer top is coming to mind. But it's a closed stitch with not too many holes in it, so I could see, you know, using it to make a lightweight summer top or spring top, something like that. Maybe I'll have to do that. You can tell, looking at my swatch, that as I was working the rows, my tension did get a little tighter, and what I notice about that is it seems to be tighter on the rows that I'm doing the knotted half double crochet, and maybe that is why in the book they want you to do a row of something else in between, to kind of balance out your tension. Because on the rows that I did the knotted half double crochet, it was a little bit tighter, not by a lot, but still enough that you can see it is a little bit slanted here. And then on this side it's a little bit slanted the other way. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. But I think maybe that's why in the book it shows it done with a row of single crochet in between each row of half knotted double crochet. Anyways, guys, that is what I have for you for this week's Stitch of the Week. Next week, hopefully, if I can get it uploaded, we will be working on stitch number 17 in the book, which is called the Twisted Single Crochet. And I haven't looked at the instructions for that stitch, but based off of just the name alone, it sounds almost like the crab stitch. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go for now, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!